everyone. I'm Monica Bhushan and today we are going to start Laplace transform. So first of all, we will understand in this first class that why we have to study Laplace transform, what are the uses of Laplace transform. So for that, we'll just say that suppose some function is there which is your ft. What does it mean? That the function is in time domain. So sometimes what happens that the function which is in time domain are not very easy to calculate. So for that we want some transform function so that if we can transform this function into some other domain that is called as frequency domain, so it will be kind of easy to do the study to use the function. So the Laplace transform we use to transform the function which is in time domain into the function which is in frequency domain. So commonly known as S domain, commonly known as Laplace domain. So this much is only what we can discuss to start the problem of Laplace transform, that here our goal is to transform the function in frequency domain into the function in time domain into the frequency domain. Okay, for that only what we are going to do, we are going to have some formula list. For each and every classes we will be having the list of formula, and those formula we are going to use. So I'll request my students to please pay attention on formula, because if we don't know formula, if we are confused in formula for our exam time, so I mean it won't be that useful, right? So okay, so these four formula, you can see these four formula we can use for today's class. Today we are going to have the simple questions, and then we will move on the complex questions as well. Okay, so what actually we have done here, this table says that the first column is nothing but function in time domain, and the second column says that the function is in frequency domain, is in Laplace domain or S domain, and this is the Laplace transform. This function is there. Fine. So what is my first function? This first function says that t raised to n is factorial n divided by s to the power n plus 1. So you can see that when we have done the transformation, we don't have t here, right? This is only our goal. Our goal is to convert the function which is in time domain into the frequency domain. So in your FS, be careful that you are not writing by mistake t here, right? You have to write s here. Okay, fine. So now what we are doing, this is factorial n by s raised to n plus 1. We will see with that example with the values of n, where your n is positive integer numbers. So n is positive integer, and that is your, this positive integer includes 0 also. Okay, what about my second formula? Second formula is 1, and the Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. How you are going to write that? Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. Now the third is your sine omega t, 4 is your cos omega t. So you can see that in this first column, everywhere you are seeing t, and I said that we are transforming function which is in t into s domain. What about this second row? Here you can see that this one is 1. Where is my t? So if you will see your first formula, t raised to n, if you are putting n value 0, so what you are going to say? T to the power 0 is 1. Anything and to the power of that 0 give you answer 1. So the Laplace transform of 1 is, you are just going to put the value here n as 0, and then we are going to say that factorial 0 divided by s to the power 0 plus 1. What is my factorial 0? We know that factorial 0 as well, factorial 1 is 1. And we know, right, I know that you people know that what is factorial 3? 3 into 2 into 1. Similarly, factorial 1 is 1, factorial 0 is also 1. Okay, fine. So because of that only here your 1 by s is there. Now, what about my third formula? Third formula is having sine and cos, third and fourth. This is written as sine omega t. This omega is a constant. This is t along with t. So constant can be 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. I mean pi, anything, right? So sine omega t, angular value. So sine omega t, and the Laplace transform of it is omega. Omega is any constant. Omega by s square plus omega square. Whatever written here, if it is 2, 4, 5, it will be 5 square, 2 square, or whatever that constant will be there. Okay, now cos omega t is, you'll just see the difference between sine and cos formula. Cos omega t, the Laplace transform is s by s square plus omega square. So the denominator part is same, the numerator part is only your omega is there for your omega is there for your sine, and then constant and then s is there for your cos. So I have seen many students getting confused that whether for my sine transformation I have to write s or omega. So be careful with that. You can think that cos, here s is there, right? This s is only going to be shifted here. I mean, this is not logical at all. This cos, this s is going here. This is your s. For sine omega t, omega is there on the numerator part. Fine. So now we are going to see the actual problems based on only this formula. Later on we will be having some more formula on Laplace. So now what questions we have picked, like the very first question, if you'll see that if t, what is that? The function in the domain t is having three terms, 4t square minus 2t plus 3. So 4t square minus 2t plus 3. Where is my t here? So you can say that t to the power 0 is there, like how we had discussed just now. Fine. Now how we are going to solve this one? Just apply the formula here and then you are done. That's a straightforward application of formula. So here like what we have written down, that how you are going to write it. So this is your Laplace of function t. Laplace of function t is what? Always take out the constant because it will make your calculation easier. So just write down 4 here. T square, you are going to write Laplace of t square because t square is just one function of t. So Laplace of t square minus 2 Laplace of t plus 3 Laplace of 1, because 3 is nothing but 3 into 1. So you can write 3 into Laplace of 1. Three terms are there along with your plus minus whatever. Three terms are there. So 3 Laplace transformations you have to perform. Now how we have got this 8 by s cube? We had just now we had seen, right? If t raised to 2 will be what? Factorial 2, and then it will be s to the power 2 plus 1. Factorial 2 is how much? 2 into 1. This is 2 only. And then along with your 4, it has become 8 and s to the power 3. Now what about my t? T is what? T to the power 1. So t to the power 1 will become factorial 1 by s to the power 1 plus 1. This is only 2 by s square. And then 3, 1 is how much? 1, we know that the second formula is 1 by s. So 3 into 1 by s is 3 by s. So fine, we got this very first question solved. If t is this much and this is my Laplace transform. This is just the we are writing down the formula in the terms. Fine. Now what about my second question? Here we got the formula. We are going to apply the formula third and fourth, and then this is the first class. We are just taking that simple sine cos. We are going to see many trigonometrical quantities we have to use there, so that will be there in the coming classes. So what we have to do here, the same way, like how we are going to write Laplace of function t. And see, whenever you are done with Laplace of function t, after that you don't have to use t here. Don't get confused. If you got the concept, you will never write t and s together, correct? No, because Laplace of t, now further if you have done the transformation, now you have come into the frequency domain. So you won't have to write t, you have to write s only. So how we have written down here 15 by this much. So 3, always take constant out and then try to write the formula and take the constant out, and then you are writing down Laplace of sine 5t. What is Laplace of sine 5t? We had seen that denominator of this one, we had seen that s square plus omega square. What is my numerator for sine? For numerator it is omega. And what is omega here? Whatever is there with your t. That constant is your 5. This is only your omega. So 3 into 5 by s square plus your omega square 5 square, and this is only your 15 by this much. Now what about my this second term? Minus, we have written down as it is 2 into Laplace of cos 3t. Cos 3t, again always the denominator is s square plus omega square. Whether my s will be there on top or omega will be there, so s is only coming here, right? So s by s square plus omega square. So you don't have to think anything, but what about my 3 or something? No, you don't have to think of that. Write down just 2 into s, because of cos 2 into s. This t is going to be useful in the denominator part, because s square plus 3 square, s square plus 9. Fine. So this was only your final answer. This is only your answer. Third question is, you can have this as your homework, because this is the same thing what we had done, correct? No, this 4 is there, cos 5t. So the numerator will be s only, denominator is this much. 3 is here, sine omega t. What is omega in this case? My omega is 1 only, because sine 1t. So 3 into 1 by s square plus, this will be your, this won't be actually your 25. This is mistake here, correct? No, this is s square plus 1, because my omega is 1, not 25. So here the second term is how much? 3 by, this is 3 by s square plus 1. Okay, just make that this correction, not 25. Fine. So in the next class, we are going to see the property, that frequency shift property. In the second class we'll be seeing. Now you can practice these questions only. These were not very tough, I think. And this much only for your first class. So if you find this class useful, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.